Good morning, everyone. So, since it's so hot outside in Florida right now, probably everywhere, but it's almost too hot to be outside past about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not doing much gardening, I thought I would start doing like a video series of how I use different things in my garden in the kitchen, either in teas and food and medicinally. And I thought I would just start recording some of it and bring everyone along. There's a lot of things that I grow that I tend to forget to use, so maybe this will be a reminder for myself to actually use what I grow. I grow things just because I like to grow it, but I do grow so many things that are healthy and have a lot of benefits to nutrition. So I figured, why not start this in the heat of the summer so I can go inside and record the rest of the videos. So today I'm going to start with just a simple tea recipe. I actually drank some of it last night. I kind of just made it up. I make up almost anything that I put together. Definitely recommend talking to your doctor about eating anything that I show you. But most things a general healthy person can eat and be fine. So last night I made a really delicious tea out of fresh blueberries, cranberry hibiscus leaves, and mint, and then some fresh raw honey from just a local farm here. So I'm going to just walk around and show you what I do and then how I make it. So I hope you enjoy this series. I don't know how long it'll be, but I will try to record as many things as I come across and decide to use in the kitchen. So first things first, I'm going to harvest some mint. And mint is something that definitely in a climate like ours, actually almost any climate, you want to grow mint responsibly because it will take over an area if you plant it in the ground. And generally, most home gardeners don't need as much mint as they think to use because it grows so fast. So you might want a big pot of mint so you can dry it at the end of the summer or the end of the year. But you really don't need that much because it grows so fast. This actually is just one plant in here, and then it's already popping up there. It's growing. This is my green stalk. It's growing to the other side of this. This is obviously not thyme. This is more mint. So this is what mint does, and it will do that in the ground. So unless you want it to take over, you might definitely plant it in a container where it is contained. But mint is really simple. There's so many different members of the mint family. Honestly, I don't even know what mint this is because this was in a pot given to me and it already had mint in it. And knowing how mint grows, I just pulled some of it out and stuck it in here, and now I have mint. So it almost smells like spearmint or peppermint to me, but it's hard to tell. So all you do for mint is pull off the leaves. It's very simple. There's nothing to it. Mint, like anything else, will branch out if you prune it, but it's not necessary to prune it for it to grow because, like I said, it is prolific. Oops, and I just pulled this out, and it's very forgiving, so if you do that, it's okay. So I'm not going to pull a lot out because I have a lot in the fridge. I don't want it to go bad. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to pick. So I will take this and muddle it up in the tea later this evening. Oh, and that's what I wanted to say. I'm out here early in the morning, and I'm not going to make my tea till this evening. But when you, especially herbs and fruit, even fresh flowers, you want to come out first thing in the morning before the sun has really been out, so you get the highest amount of vitamins and nutrition in the leaves of the plants that you're harvesting, or if you're harvesting flowers, you would get a stronger, sturdier, longer lasting flower. It's just kind of a general rule for anything you harvest. Plus, you're not out here in 100-degree weather harvesting anything and harming your health. So that is the mint. Next, we're going to walk over to the cranberry hibiscus. So right here, I have a cranberry hibiscus start that I grew from a cutting, and it is, as you can see, very just straight stemmed, no branching. So with cranberry hibiscus, you want to always prune it earlier on. So I'm actually going to top this guy. Oh Jesus, these pruners are not sharp. Hold on. Sorry about that. I picked up the wrong pruners and they're not the sharp ones. So they grow so fast, and when you take cuttings from them, you're gonna take just one cutting and put it in the ground, but it will bush out as long as you prune it. Cranberry hibiscus are known to grow just tall and reach for the sun and not put out any branches. So it's almost a necessity that you do prune them, but it's a great way to get tea leaves because that way these don't go to waste. And I have plenty in the yard that I right now don't need. I'm gonna walk over here. Don't need to dry any at this time, so I'm just going to use fresh leaves for tea until after they bloom. I'm just gonna come in here and top that one right off, and after they bloom in the fall, I can come back and I can use more leaves for drying, because typically cranberry hibiscus will die back in the winter. It's not cold hardy at all. I just wanted to show you a couple over here that were cuttings, just like that one over there. So you'll see, what's that? It's like a spider. So you'll see way down here, it's nice and thick now, the base, but it was a cutting just like that one, and you'll see where I trimmed it right there. So then it started branching out, and that's what you want. And in the fall, this will be full of blooms excuse me, and then you'll actually be able to use the blooms in teas as well. This is called a false roselle, is the other name for it. And I do have roselle growing, but roselle is green, and it has the different calyxes on it that you would use for jams and jellies and things. So I will show that in a video because that's new for me this year as well. This one is not new for me, but the actual roselle I'm excited to use. And then here is another baby cranberry hibiscus. You'll see there's where I cut it off when it was small. Oops, there's some mealy bugs. Ooh, hold on, let me cut those off. Ooh. Okay, I got that. So one thing I've noticed is cranberry hibiscus do attract mealy bugs. I don't typically do anything about it. I either cut off the part that's infested or I wash it off with a strong stream of water. It never really kills it. It's just unsightly. And of course, don't make your teas off of plants that have, or leaves that have the mealy bugs on them. So I have one more place that has some cranberry hibiscus that are still small that I can trim off the tops. The tops are generally sweeter, or not sweeter, more cranberry-like flavor, and they are tart like a cranberry. That's what the name comes from, and the color, of course. But they say that you can use cranberry hibiscus as a replacement for cranberry sauce, like at the holiday time. So here in my vegetable garden, I have a couple more that I could come in and prune. So this one, I think I'm gonna, that's a weird prune job that I did there. Oop, I'm gonna come back and, oh my gosh, these things are so dull. Hold on, I need to change these out. Okay, I got my little snips. Definitely don't do as I do and use dull pruners, because it'll just, as you see, ruin the edges of your plant. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna snip off that little top there, just to make it a cleaner prune. You saw how tall I left the prune before. It was like up here, and there was really nothing below it that would put off a branch. So you want to prune it right above a node where you know branching is going to occur. So now that'll make a healthier plant. I have one more over here, but I don't think I'm going to prune this one. I think this one might be fine. But yeah, but you can just come in and pluck off the leaves themselves if you so desire, if you don't have to prune it. And then like this one, I'll just pluck off the top. When you pluck off just the tops, it's super soft. You don't even need pruners. So you're just gonna throw them in your bowl. And then I wanted to show you the difference. So this is Cranberry Hibiscus, or false roselle. This is actual roselle. So roselle is a completely heat tolerant, oh look, there's a baby lizard on it. Oh, how cute. Hold on, I don't see him. Anyways, where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, he left. Anyways, roselle is a perfect plant to grow in the summer here in Florida because it is so heat and humidity resistant. It actually loves it. And the same goes for cranberry hibiscus. So those are two staples to grow in the summer here. Oh look, I have some red noodle beans coming. It's exciting. So yes, so we will put these in a video soon too. Anyways, so now we have our cranberry hibiscus and our mint, and we will put them in the tea this afternoon. I will not be growing my own blueberries. I think they're too hard here in Florida to grow and take care of and get your soil right, and that's not the kind of gardening I enjoy. So I won't be doing it. So instead, I found buy one, get one free organic blueberries at Publix. So that is what I will be doing. So yes, so join me later tonight when I make a delicious tea out of fresh mint and fresh cranberry hibiscus leaves. Oh, side note, if you're not using these right away, I recommend putting them in a damp paper towel in the fridge in a little Ziploc baggie or an airtight container. That will keep them fresh for you for your tea. If you're planning on drying these things before you use them, of course you don't need to do that. You could just hang upside down and dry things out, or whatever your favorite method of drying is. So right now I'm going to run in and put these in the fridge. Good morning, guys. Today is actually the morning after I harvested my mint and my cranberry hibiscus with you guys. I have some tea on the kettle, or some water in the kettle now, waiting to be ready. And I have all my stuff here for my tea. Actually, it's gonna start making its noise in a second. And I just wanted to show you how simple it really is to make the tea, and kind of some of the health benefits of all of these things. So hold on just a second, let me get the hot water. So starting off, this cup is a tea cup that you can get. I got this off Amazon, but it's ceramic and it's really sturdy. And it comes with like an internal like little tea basket, which I thought was useful because I don't only do dried tea, and it can fit a lot more fresh ingredients. You can also get these are little like disposable compostable tea bags. You just fill them up and you can put them over the side of your tea, or your cup. These are really good for dried teas, so I do use them sometimes, but I use this cup most all the time. I'm mainly the only one that drinks tea in the house, so I mean, for me, that's all I need. So basically all I do, so I'm gonna just add a few blueberries. You don't need very many. This is just 1 cup of tea, depending on how strong of a flavor you want. And I have my cranberry hibiscus and my mint here. So I'm just going to pull the leaves off of here. Just kind of hard with one hand, and I kind of just break them up and toss them in the glass. Okay, and so now I've actually done both the mint and the cranberry hibiscus. Just, like pulled them apart with my hands. There's no rhyme or reason to this. If that is your style, you need some kind of recipe, then I can't help you because I don't ever do that. I just know what is healthy and what tastes good together to me, and I put it together. So all I do now is I kind of break up the blueberries a little bit on the bottom. They don't have to be, completely disintegrated because the hot water is going to permeate them, just to release their juices. Also, just get the oils out of the mint and the cranberry hibiscus kind of moving around. Like I said, this would be a lot easier with 2 hands. Get that off there. Come on. Alright, so basically that is all you do there. And then you're going to come over here. Ideally that's down. And then pour your hot water over your tea leaves. And fill it up to the rim of that thing. And then this is a lid, so you can let it steep in there and it doesn't get cold. So while that is steeping, I thought I'd just talk a little bit about the reasons why I choose the things that I do. Wow, I look really tired, and I'm not. I just look awful. Anyways, so mint is really high in a lot of vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin C. It has a lot of essential oils in it, and it's said to relieve stress. It smells really good. So I mean, just if you're a mint person, the smell of mint is just calming, and there's nothing like a cup of mint tea. I mean, it just is what it is. It's said to help in digestive system health, immune system. It can help with allergies. It can even help with overall mouth health. You can chew mint, and it'll freshen your breath. So I mean, there's plenty of reasons why you would use mint, and those are just a few. Like I said, I'm no doctor. I can't tell you to use mint. So I mean, do your own research, and what you can and can't have is always a good idea. Please do not take my word for it. That is just the reasons why I use it. Cranberry hibiscus is also really high in vitamin C. It's said that it can help reduce inflammation, which is something that I thought was really cool, and I struggle with a lot of inflammation in my joints. So that's important to me. Also, it can, what was I gonna say? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, help with colds and fevers and flu. So if you're going through a sick time, you might want to make some cranberry hibiscus tea. Also, something I was reading, it actually helps with the bioavailability of other nutrients. So and actually adding this into your like vitamin regimen would help your body uptake all of the other nutrients that it needs. And also it just tastes really good. It's like a tart, like cranberry flavor. I mean, it really is like cranberry, especially the really young leaves. They're like the most potent in the plant. So definitely choose those if you have plenty to choose from. And then the blueberries, I just added those on a whim. Like I said, I just made this little blend up, but they're obviously good for memory and heart health and just overall health. Everyone knows blueberries are healthy. And then I wanted to show you real quick. Ooh, no, that's not it. These are the two honeys that I have right now. This one, they're from a local company, but they do trade honey with other honey farms. So this one is not local, but it is called meadow foam honey, and I don't know what the flower or pollen that they use for this, but it tastes like marshmallows. So it's really interesting and it's delicious. Like, so this is a company out of Safety Harbor, but I did talk to the woman and they have farmers that grow for this specific honey. But this one is just the uh, Florida raw natural wildflower honey. So always try to find local honey if you can, because it's going to, the reason I do is because some of us here have allergies, and finding a local honey is one of the best ways to combat local allergies. So because you're actually getting some of the allergens from your area in the honey. So that's a little tip there. So now I think oh my goodness. Now I think the tea is just about done. See, like it's still nice and hot. And you'll be able to tell because the water is a different color. So this lid also doubles as like a little saucer for the tea basket. And it's not completely dark, but you'll be able to see it's the blueberry and the cranberry hibiscus turn the water like a purple color. So that's how I know my tea is ready. And then any of this in here, you could also always squeeze out some more of the juice if you wanted to and plop it back in there for a minute just to get all the goodies out. But yeah, so then I'm gonna just let that sit there. I'm gonna add some honey. I like a generous amount of honey because I like it pretty sweet. And then that's it. So I'm gonna go enjoy this. I'm drinking this instead of my coffee today. I'm trying to cut down on coffee and we'll see if it works. And that is it. So that will be the first episode of my Eat What You Grow, I guess we'll call it, series. I'm going to try to do as many as I can while I'm thinking about it, and it's really hot outside. Different things in my garden that sometimes I forget that you can eat and use medicinally or as a tea or whatever. But I really think it's important that you use everything that you grow, because why else would you grow it? So I'm gonna go enjoy this, and thank you for watching. Bye.